want me to talk about. You know how they do. They listening, they watching. Fuck them, no. Fuck them, no. Now let's see if this one's working, right? Go to live. It's never gonna show. I have to restart this shit probably, right? That shit don't never fucking work right? Let's go to my page. Let's click. See how it says live? Let's click that. Okay. All right, I guess I'm live then. Cool. Now, let's go back to where we was at. As soon as I started talking about AI and bioscale nanotechnologies, they wanted to freeze up the screen. Let's just go ahead and listen to this last recording first, and then we'll fuck it all up by talking about shit we're not supposed to talk about. So, but let's get this out of the way first. Oh, shout out to you, Lone Richie. What's up, Goya? Welcome back, Vazen. We're gonna just skip ahead to that final recording, and then we'll talk about the shit we're not supposed to talk about. So at least when they fuck up the recording, it's already done. One last thing. Huey said, "Oh, they're cowards, but let's see if he takes up the challenge." You see how not only will I take up the challenge, I will share the response videos on my channel. And then I will go to those response videos and I will be in the comments and I will talk to every single person there. And I will logically rebut anyone who attempts to reactionarily rebut what I'm saying. And if anybody has a logical rebuttal, oh, that's a breath of fresh air. I'll be very nice. I won't call them no names. I'll be very respectful. And I will treat them as... Oh, you know what, Vazen? Do me a favor. If it freezes up again, tell me right away. That way I'm not just sitting here for fucking 20 minutes playing some shit that ain't even fucking being recorded. Actual intellectual being. And then when the challenge is issued, I'm the first person in the comments section minutes after the challenge is issued, and I'm like, I'm here. I'm willing to defend my position. Let's see if Huey Freeman wants to defend his position. Don't have people on there if they just want to whine and complain. Ask them what they want to, like, do you have what side of the argument are you on? If they're a fence sitter, they don't even need to be on there. If they're not on one side or the other, they don't even need to be on there. They're just going to sit there and cry about reality like everybody else does. Well, you know, the world sucks, and it was imposed on us by our parents, and we already know this, anti-natalist. We've heard this 1,000 fucking times. Do you have a solution? If the answer is no, get the fuck off. Like, well, I don't have one, but I don't like your solution. Give me a logical rebuttal to it. I don't have one. Get the fuck off. Do you understand what I'm saying? Make sure it's somebody who actually at least believes they have a logical rebuttal to what we're saying, or is logically on this side. Not just somebody who's crying about life for the 5,000th time in a fucking row. Who wants to just sit there and talk about every problem that exists, that everyone already knows exists, but doesn't want to provide any solutions to them. Somebody who wants to go against the only solutions there actually are, but has no logical reasons as to why. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna get someone else to go against it or support it, make sure that they're logical. This is why the first people I said was Mark and Illicit Mind. I know that they can actually do the job on this side. I know myself I can do the job on this side. On the other side, I bet you that Huey Freeman guy doesn't take up the challenge. He just wants to cry in the comments. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm willing to bet that none of them do. I'm willing to bet that nobody on that side, especially since I'm the first comment in there, I bet you they all see that comment and go, I'm not doing it. Because they're all pussies. They're all cowards. They know they have no logical rebuttals. They know they're responding reactionarily through emotion. I'm willing to bet not a single one of them is willing to step to the table. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. But I'm willing to bet not one of them steps to the table. And if any of them are willing to, I bet it's not Huey Freeman. And even if he is willing to, I bet he ain't got no logical rebuttals. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is how a logical mind works. I could take a step-by-step logic path from my comment being there first to saying none of them are going to take the challenge, to then saying, well, if any of them do, it won't be that guy. And even if it is, he won't have a logical rebuttal, and neither will any of them else. Their rebuttal will be emotionally reactive. They'll have to sit on a fake moral high ground that doesn't actually exist, because extinguishing this place is either At worst, it is equally immoral to extinguish this place than it is to leave it going. At best, it is more moral to extinguish this place than to leave it going. To leave this place going is not moral, period. This place is immoral. Therefore, its existence continuing is immoral. They can never argue otherwise. None of them like it. They don't like being brought into it. They don't like their fucking parents because their parents brought them here. They don't like the god of the realm or whatever they think it is, whether they think it's a simulation ran by an AI or archons or whatever the fuck they think it is. Or if they just think they're going to die and go to the void and this place is just simply imposed upon them. They just come out of non-existence into existence, have this place imposed upon them, and then they go back into non-existence, and then maybe later on at some point they come back because, well, if this is imposed on beings that didn't exist yesterday but exist today, then if you die today, guess what? You could be born again tomorrow and have it imposed on you again as a new fucking person. Like, because you didn't exist before, and now... And the worst part is you might not even know it because you're in a different body using a different brain with no memories from the past life, let alone people who do have memories from past lives. Do you get what I'm saying? These people make dumb arguments. You do. And then you don't. This place than it is to leave it going. At best, it is more moral to extinguish this place than to leave it going. To leave this place going is not moral, period. This place is immoral. Therefore, its existence continuing is immoral. They can never argue otherwise. None of them like it. They don't like being brought into it. They don't like their fucking parents because their parents brought them here. They don't like the god of the realm or whatever they think it is, whether they think it's a simulation ran by an AI or archons or whatever the fuck they think it is. Or if they just think they're going to die and go to the void and this place is just simply imposed upon them. They just come out of non-existence into existence, have this place imposed upon them, and then they go back into non-existence, and then maybe later on at some point they come back because, well, if this is imposed on beings that didn't exist yesterday but exist today, then if you die today, guess what? You could be born again tomorrow and have it imposed on you again as a new fucking person. Like, because you didn't exist before, and now you do. And then you don't, and then guess what? You can again. Like, so all their arguments, whether they're antinatalists, ethalists, promortalists, etc., all these ists are against this reality being imposed upon them. Therefore, it is immoral. They can't argue against that. So its continuing is immoral according to their own theories and philosophies. So in order to argue against our solutions, they're going to have to show that our solutions are more immoral, that getting rid of this is more immoral than maintaining it, which they'll never be able to do because their own arguments and their own theories are about how immoral this place is. I can tell you exactly how this is going to go from start to finish. I can guarantee it, if any of them even take the challenge, let alone Mr. Huey Freeman. Do you get what I'm like? Oh, it's too easy. I can run the whole simulation in my head. The conversation will be useless. It'll be one side absolutely trouncing the other. I mean, if you want to do it, by all means, I'm down. I'm down. I hope other niggas is down. I hope Mark and Illicit Mind is down. I know Mark don't always like to debate people and stuff like that. He'd rather more have a conversation with a like-minded individual, but I feel like Illicit Mind would be down. I just feel like I get that energy from him. He'd like to bounce around on that. And I mean that literally. I can see him standing up in his camera, kind of, bouncing around on that. And I'll gladly destroy them with a black screen. So like, and that's what it'll be. It'll be destruction. I'm not going to be friendly, but I won't be mean. I'm not going to have to call people names or any of that shit. That's useless. That's their thing. I only respond to them the way that they act. I called that dude a child because that's how he reacted. He reacted like a child. He didn't react like an intellectual adult who had a logical rebuttal to logical solutions presented to logical problems. He reacted completely illogically and basically told us to kill ourselves 3 different times. You're not Darth Vader. You're not this. You're not that. You're not this. You're not that. Just kill yourself. Okay, great rebuttal, guy. Great rebuttal. Like, that's exactly what you would end up getting from that side in a debate. It wouldn't be a debate. It would just be, you're not some anime villain. You're just edgy. They're just going to say things that they think are either comical or like, I'm telling you, bro. It's going to be emotional reactions, false moral high grounds, and they're going to appeal to ignorance. Well, we don't know this, and then you can drill them with the knowledge and be like, no, I know that. You don't know it because you're stupid, you're dumb, you're ignorant. Like, don't tell me what I don't know because you don't know something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, bro. It's going to be all emotional reactions, appeals to ignorance, and false moral high grounds that they will never be able to logically defend, let alone being capable of logically refuting what is actually being said to them. Oh, it'll be fun, though. You know, I'll gladly do it. But that's why I posted that comment right here. I'm calling it now. Mark my words. Because I want my words marked so anyone can see that I said this the moment you brought it up. The naysayers won't have logical rebuttals. It will be nothing but emotional reactions, appeals to ignorance, and false moral high grounds. But I still think it'll be fun. Maybe I don't even join this, so it's not overwhelming for those who disagree, because I will absolutely overwhelm them quickly and efficiently. Because it would be completely and utterly unfair for me to debate anyone I've seen attempting to disagree. It absolutely would, because these people are idiots. Like, you can tell how dumb people are by their rebuttals. You can tell how stupid they are by their rebuttals. You can tell how ignorant they are or how knowledgeable they are by their rebuttals, how logical or illogical they are. Like, even when you said, Sizzle, when you said, you know, I wouldn't stop y'all from doing it, but I couldn't do it myself. So that means logically, you agree with the solution. You know that it would solve the problem. It's just not something you could carry out yourself. Your heart would not allow you to. That's an emotional reaction. Your logic and your emotion are fighting each other. Your morality, or what you assume to be moral, what your morality is, won't allow you to push the button you know is the solution to the problem you're presenting. That's an emotional reaction, which is fine to have. You know, as I said earlier, if somebody said, hey, the big red button is your child, you must torture him for the next month, and all this shit will cease. I'm like, fuck, I guess it's going to continue because I can't bring myself to do that. Which is perfectly fine. I'm not that much of a psychopath. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's perfectly fine to be able, but I would still have to acknowledge the logic that would be the solution. Like, if I was to do that, and that would actually cause that, well, then that is the solution. I'm just incapable of carrying out the solution myself. That's a perfectly fine answer, but at least acknowledge that it's the solution. Do you see what I'm saying? Well, if you guys would do it, I wouldn't be against it, but I can't do it myself. So you logically agree with our solution. Do you get what I'm saying? Your emotions can't handle it. Your emotional reaction wouldn't allow you to do it yourself. But you understand that based on the problem presented, it is the logical solution to the problem. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't even think most of them can get that far. I really don't. I don't think most of them can even get as far as you did in your response, let alone when I respond to you and Vazen responds to you, and then you think a little further, and then you respond again, oh, you know, I didn't think of it that way. I don't think they can do that. They can't get beyond their emotions. They just can't do it. That's why they go straight to name calling. That's why they go straight to name calling. It's a straw man argument. If I could just call him enough names or say he's stupid enough times, people will cheer me on because they're just as stupid. But as soon as I respond in a logical fashion, you won't have a logical rebuttal. You won't have a voluntary solution to get the job done. Guarantee it. Whatever solution gets the job done is going to require force. Guarantee it. Whether you want to do that or not is not the question. Whether you could do that or not is not the question. How you emotionally feel about that or not is not the question. The question is that a solution to the problem? If it is, then it is. If it isn't, give me a logical reason as to why it would not solve the problem if it was carried out to 100% efficiency. And if you don't believe that it ever could be carried out to 100% efficiency, give me that reasoning. And we can have that discussion, because that's not even really a debate anymore. Well, I don't think it could happen. You can't prove one way or the other. Like, we know for a fact humans would never agree to go extinct. Like, they would never agree on it. That's obvious. We don't know for a fact that it could ever be forced on them or not. We know, literally, physically, it is possible. Extinction can be forced upon a species. Could we actually have that result? That's arguable. But there's only one direction to push in if it's the result that you want. And that's a fact. Well, I don't think it could happen. Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe it couldn't. But if it's ever going to happen, there's only one direction to push in order to make it happen. So, since I want it to happen, and since it is the logical solution to the problem that I'm whining about, then I might as well go in that direction until either I achieve it or I die. Like, it's really that simple. They're never going to be able to logically refute this. I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now. But, whatever. We could have some fun, I guess. Happy go fun time. All right. I see you typing in here, Vazen. I see you. What you doing in here? You in the stream and you typing, bro? What you doing? Let's see what Vazen just said. I don't know if it has anything to do with anything, but let's see it anyway, because he just put it here. Why not? Here's a word of advice to a lot of beings in so-called communities like this and other communities outside of this one. Sometimes you must watch what you say properly to or about other certain beings whenever it comes to extremely serious as deep, complex, yet warlike topics like this. If all you do is resort to mindless ass personal insults one after another 24/7, because see, it might be easy to do that to a lot of beings. The childish ass ad hominems, the straw mannings, the whiny ass bullshit, the infantile ass arguments, the appeals to fucking ignorance, the illogicalism, the foolish ass rebuttals, and beyond. However, just know that everyone shall not put up with weak ass nonsense casually, correct? Some people call you right out and show you how trash you are, and how dumb you are, and how ignorant you are, how stupid you are, how little you know, how you should not be rebuttaling people without actual rebuttals, how you shouldn't be saying someone's solution is dumb without even presenting what it is, or what problems it's supposed to be solving, or why it's dumb, or why it wouldn't work, or why it could only work if it had 100% acceptance, but it'll never get there, etc., etc., etc. Where was he at? Weak ass nonsense casually. Because if you end up doing that to the wrong person, which just happened in this case, who was spending years and years doing so much studying and researching on so much shit as much as possible, then you might better prepare to face Armageddon instantly. I am that person. I am that person. I'd be more instant if, it's like, what is it? It's 5 in the morning right now, 5:30 here. My lady's asleep in the other room. The child is asleep in the other room. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, for me to do things like this, I don't normally do it this way because I'm not trying to wake people up just to thrash your ass. But sometimes I'm like, I gotta do this. I have to do this. I will try to be as quiet as possible. I will try not to disturb people's sleep. But under certain circumstances, oh my God, I'd be destroying people all the time. Like, y'all are lucky. Y'all are lucky, because I would call out all of you. You all say dumb shit. Like, a lot of y'all out there who like disagree with this don't do it in any logical fashion. Those who do know who they are because I respond to them in logical fashion, and we have long ass logical conversations. I just had one with damn, I can't remember this motherfucker's name. It was under one of Mark's videos, I think, or Mark's post. We had like 61 comments back and forth, just talking, like having a logical conversation. I kept proving him wrong, but we did it respectfully. Like, you know what I'm saying? We laughed but you gonna come on here, call people names, tell them to kill themselves, and act like you're giving any type of solution? All right, time to roast your dumb fucking ass. Time to show you how stupid you fucking are. Like, and I'm still gonna do it logically. I'm still gonna do it while proving you wrong, while proving myself right, while proving Mark an illicit mind right, while showing why you're less of an intellectual than they are, why your IQ's lower than theirs, why you know less than them, why you're more ignorant than them, why you're also trash because you won't even put yourself out there to be criticized like that, while they do, and the first thing you want to do is start telling them to kill themselves. You know how trash you are as a human, bro? You know how trash you are as a fucking person? These motherfuckers put themselves out there. And if you know Marcus, that's not an easy thing for Marcus. I think it might be not an easy thing for illicit mind either, but he puts his face there, so I think he might be a little more, comfortable putting himself out there like that. But that's not easy to do for most people. Most people in this community hide in the comments. Most of them don't even hide in the comments. They lurk in the comments. They don't even comment. And if they do, it's one sentence or two sentences. And generally, it's just them complaining about life. They're not really digging into shit and then providing their own solutions to shit and allowing people to judge them, especially when they know their solutions are more fringe than the other solutions. Mark and Illicit Mind just did a whole 3-hour live stream on it. And then your response is, oh, these fucking edgy, blah, 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 name calling, name calling, name calling, kill yourself, kill yourself, kill yourself. Trash, nigga, you're trash. You've got nothing. And you know you've got nothing. You've got no hands in this. You've got no bars to drop. You've got no knowledge. You've got no wisdom. You've got no data, no information. You are mentally trash. As a person, you're trash. Like, as a competitor in the field of debating, you're trash. Please respond, and I'll continue to thrash your trash ass. Now, if you responded logically and, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you just tried to rebuttal what they were actually saying in the videos, like if you did what, say, Sizzle did, you'd get a whole different response from me. But if you want to be trash, I'll treat you like the trash you are. I don't mind taking out trash. Trash ass. All right. Where we at with Vazen here? Instantly. As that person laughs in the most demonical ass ways ever and is being ready to throw hundreds of logical yet fierce ass essays at you relentlessly, and you better be able to take the time to respond back in mature ass ways, even if that takes a few hours, which you most likely shall not. And if you do not, then congratulations, you have been struck down immensely, and now you must take multiple steps back and consider what you just did and why, just to get super massively lexically assaulted in the end, and rightfully so. Because who was you being out here thinking that you was? Such tomfoolery. Stop the patheticness. Yes, please do. Please do. Shh. 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 I could just keep doing that for hours. Just hush. Hush, motherfuckers, hush. Now let's go give a shout out to Marcus. All hail to God. But motherfuckers got trash. What we got in the comments? Dead parents. Damn dude, wrote you an essay. I found out a list of mine from your community post. He's legit. He sure is. Marcus. The great Lord Moonspilly. Like, even I do not put myself out there too much. And yet, I still know when to not do stupid ass shit like that. I wish you would put yourself out there, though. You got good shit to say. Peer pressure, peer pressure. A live stream with you, Illicit, Mark, and Sun Quest to God. I saw that name the other day, but I'm going to have to go find that channel. That name, I don't even know where I saw it, but I saw it somewhere and it popped out to me, and I was like, that's just a dope name. I don't know why. And I've never heard of this person before, but now you're bringing them up, so maybe I should go look them up. Would be wicked, and then an open panel for real ones like us to join. Is that the Joker AI? I think that's a Joker picture. I was saying before the stream, randomly froze and heard no answer to this question for now. You were speaking about how we have nanobots in our bodies right now, in one of those audio recordings in the Forge of Destruction folder, yes? All them electric things shall link to us instantly. Well, before I answer that, let's go to YouTube. Let's click on this stream so I can see as soon as they decide to freeze it, because they will. These people hate when you start talking about this shit specifically. Where is it? Live. That's the other one, right? Let's go to live. Let's click it, part 2, right? Yeah, it won't do that. How do I go home, right? Click it there, will that work? All right, cool. Let's click it, part 2, right? Yeah, it won't do that. All right, we're gonna turn that shit down, just so I know when the shit freezes, because the shit likes to fucking freeze when I talk about this shit. Ooh, look at them. The infinite corridors of infinite corridors. The phones within phones within phones within phones within phones. Vazen, we got all them Neuralinks in our vessels, all them bots, all them electrified neurons, etc., etc., etc. As soon as we get far enough, oh, you just watch AI transfer. That shit go to cyber prisons. Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right. Didn't completely freeze. Maybe I should just take my phone off the phone. Maybe it was just getting confused trying to look at all the phones and phones. Yeah, I think it might have just got confused looking at phones and phones and phones. Or maybe they're hindering me because I just said certain words. Who fucking knows? But
We shall discuss this now. Wow, I have two different numbers here. I have 12 here and 17 on that one. That's weird. Anyway, the fucking the nanoscale biotechnologies that everybody took in 2021 have shed upon us, and we pretty much all have it in us. Some people might have been able to fully fight it off, but for the most part, it's pretty much impossible because it's always circulating. And now they are changing all so-called vaccines to be artificial messenger RNA vaccines, which is nanoscale biotechnologies, according to themselves. Like, you can go look at their own websites, look at their own presentations of these things, and they show you exactly what they do. And like, it's not a conspiracy theory, it's what they told us. And then when you look at the science behind it and the results of it, it's what happened. Like, they said this is what it would be, this is what would happen. And for decades, based on scientific testing and studies along those lines, we knew what the negative results would be. And guess what happened? Those exact negative results. Like, it's like clockwork. Like, a lot of people think these shits is like secretive and you can never find out these things. I'm like, bro, they tell you themselves. They're not hiding anything. People are just lazy. They're intellectually lazy. No one wants to go to the FDA and read the fucking papers. Nobody wants to go to the CDC and read the papers. Nobody wants to look at the scientific journals where they're telling you this shit. And then they do the shit, and then it has the outcome they told you it would have. And then people, because they're too lazy, but they can kind of see it happening, become conspiracy theorists. Like, and they're like, look, you're just a conspiracy theorist. You're completely wrong. And it's like, actually, it's in their paperwork from July 2020 when they were trying to get the emergency use authorization from the FDA. They put in their own paperwork that these are nanoscale biotechnologies. They never put the word vaccine in there one time. So, what you talking about? Like, like, what you talking about? They giving motherfuckers nanotech since 2021, publicly. We ain't even talking about no secret operation, chemtrail, spray the skies, put it in the water. Like, no, pull up, get your booster. Like, nanotech. Like, according to their own fucking documents and their own fucking paperwork. I had to take the vac in the military. Well, good luck, bro. I hope you only took one. I hope you didn't get no boosters. And I know that when I joined the military, which I was 19 at the time, I'm 37 now. I be forgetting how old I am. They didn't have that shit, but whatever the fuck they jabbed me with, I don't even know. Because at the time, I didn't look into it. You know, you go down the line and they just give you all the fucking vaccines that they got to give you in fucking 20 minutes. Oh my God, I can only imagine the shit they're going to be giving them over the next few years. Now that they're making everything mRNA vaccines, including all childhood vaccines are now going to be mRNA vaccines. So it's fucking ridiculous. But that's the world we're in. That's transhumanism, headed towards posthumanism. That's what the AI, the AGI, the ASI is all about. That's what the Great Reset is all about, according to themselves. It's not some conspiracy theory. It's not paranoia. They wrote fucking books on the thing, and then they do the thing, and people go, conspiracy theory, paranoid. No, they told you what they're doing. They're actively doing it, and the result is exactly what they said it would be. Like, people are just too intellectually lazy to go watch any videos on that directly from those people. Like, you can literally go, the World Economic Forum has their own YouTube channel. All these people do, all these companies do. How do you know this much about AI? Bro, just go subscribe to OpenAI's channel and they'll tell you all about their own shit and their own plans. And that's the public shit, which is already retarded enough. These people will tell you exactly what the Great Reset is, how long they've had it planned. Like, it's, you don't have to theorize anything. They tell you, and then you watch and you go, oh wow, they're doing exactly what the fuck they said they do. Look at that. This is insane. And nobody cares. Like, motherfuckers want to just keep playing with AI. They want to complain about why the world is so fucked up, why people starve and don't have water and places to live and clothes, and why the economics is fucked up and the monetary system's fucked up and the pollution's fucked up and da 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 da. All the problems that come from all these businesses, companies, elites, governments, militaries, and then us paying for it with our taxes and all this other stuff, all the dumb shit we do and all the dumb shit we allow to happen. But then when these same exact people are producing the artificial intelligence, ooh, the cats sound like they're fighting outside. Can y'all hear that? Quit your fight. I like those cats. But clearly about to scrap with somebody. Maybe I'll go check on the kitty cat after, if it keeps raring. But as I was saying, these people put these plans out there, and then they carry them out and do exactly what they say. These cats, bro. Loud as shit. Outside scrapping got me distracted. I'm like, yo, they're scrapping. And I know it's not the two cats that I know. They don't ever fight each other. So they must be somebody else out there getting jumped or something. But they'll be fine. Whatever. It's nature. They kill each other. These things happen. We thought one cat died like a month ago anyway, and then he came back. I'm like, oh, we thought you was dead, nigga. Like, welcome from the grave. But that's what they do. They scrap. Anyway, these same motherfuckers that everybody complains about ruining the fucking world are the same people producing the artificial intelligence, and they somehow think that they're doing it for their benefit. Well, maybe they're going to fix everything and cure everything. And I'm like, yeah, they're going to cure everything, all right. When they nanotech your ass and turn you into the Borg, the AI doesn't want sickly robots. It wants healthy meat bots. Like, that shit is not your friend. The people making it are not your friend. Nothing they've ever given you is your friend. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, shit is fucking ridiculous. What comments we got in here? Take the bat. Yep. True, we get too many shots. Who knows what we have in us? Indeed. Dead parents. Were you conscious while you were in the military? Not in this level. Not this way. I feel it would be super hard because you're a mindless drone in the military. Yeah. That's why I had to leave. They didn't let me go. I left. And they were like, you're coming back or we're going to send the fucking niggas to get you. And I was like, well, send them. I'm going to put somebody in a body bag with me. Like, I'm not going. And then they gave me my general discharge, which I was surprised. I didn't think it was going to be general. I didn't think I was getting a general discharge at all. But whatever. They just let a nigga go. I'm cool. You going to watch Avatar Fire and Ash soon? Yeah, I'll watch that at some point. We all got jabbed with the shit along these years, but we still have our own original intelligence to transmute it. Yeah, but they don't really work that way. They're injecting shit that goes into the fucking nucleus of your cells. That is what that is. Like, that is what that is. Yeah, the cats sound like they're having fun. Yeah, fun all right. Sounds like one of them's getting beat the fuck up. That should be happening though. Nice fight, can hear that indeed. You be a mindless drone and you get rewarded a lot, but that requires you to sell your soul like a good little slave bitch. Be not mindless, more free, yet bam, no fake ass, too much currency. Facts, this is true. You get rewarded for being a good slave, but you still have to be a slave. Like, any other questions? Anything anybody want to say? It's like almost 6 a.m. over here. I still ain't got to go smoke yet. Like I decided not to go to trade school or college or military. I have a stupid ass career. So still stuck low. Still have not even found my first wage slave job yet. But it is what it is. 'Tis what it is. All right, I'm gonna go save this cat's life because that motherfucker must be losing. And if it's the one that I like, I'm gonna keep him around. Deuce.